On the line right now is Veronica Seitz, and she is an expert on social behavior. And Veronica, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You got to wonder, and the topic here would be, are we becoming desensitized? And, you know, we get to see everything. We're seeing just that shot of the police shooting the black man. You literally saw him being shot, or the one in the car where the wife was live streaming it, and there he is bleeding in front of your very eyes, and he died right before our very eyes. And then cops being shot, and all of this, we're witnessing it. How do we handle this mentally?
I submit that we're not handling it very well because, yes, we can become desensitized to it because we disengage from what actually is having a very strong impact. But we tend to, socially we want to, disassociate because the pain is very deep and it does threaten our sense of security, and it does a lot of things within, both our minds and our emotions.
Yeah.
And, a lot of stress is going to escalate in the light and the wake of all of these things. But, the unfortunate thing about, social media and our digital age is that people can replay and not realize the impact it's really having over the long haul.
So what is what's the answer? I mean, and what does the impact do? If we do become desensitized, what does that mean for us?
Well, one of the things is it's not so much that we become desensitized. It's more like setting something over to the side, or you're pushing it down and not dealing with it now. Studies have shown that the long-term, the way that we impact and hold stress, whether it's anger or, and that's what I use anger simply because a lot of times that's the strongest emotion that comes out when we can no longer control the pain on the inside. So we're learning more and more about post-traumatic stress disorder. And on the front end, the disorder is long-term neglect over a period of time for things that could have been addressed on the front end. Now, there's no guarantee that, we can prevent it, but there's a lot that I do in critical stress management immediately following traumatic events that really has shown a difference in people's lives where they don't spiral to that place of post-traumatic disorder, because there is post-traumatic stress, but there's a difference between the stress management, which is to take care of the need before it becomes more problematic, versus neglect because you didn't know what could have been done to reset how you respond to all of the stress. And
this is probably only going to we're going to be seeing more. I mean, social media has allowed us to see things just like that, the video of when the woman and the guy were stopped and ultimately the guy was shot by police. And she begins live streaming that. It's all live. It's right there before your very eyes. You literally see the guy die right there.
Yeah, it's and that's in real time. It's real. It's not fictional television, movie, or anything like that. And unfortunately, we don't know the damage that it's doing to us because that's the age that we live in.
Yeah.
But professionals like myself, I mean, that's what we deal with, and it's a lot easier for us to be able to educate and inform the community that there are things that we need to do to take care of ourselves, because for so many years, mental health has been seen as a negative or something that is a repercussion, but mental health is as important as it's taking care of what you need to, so that you don't get to that point that it's devastating, traumatic, and life-altering.
Well, look at all the shootings that have gone on. There's always one thing in common. There's a little mental health problem going on, right? And it leads somebody to go off that, that's that fine line between being angry and really acting on it in a way that you can't turn back. And that fine line gets crossed when there's mental issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, we think about, people are willing to go to the dentist for a preventative purpose for the dental health component, because we know if we don't, we're going to wind up losing our teeth. Well, we've got to start to think about mental health in the same way. There are preventative things that we need to do so that things don't get out of order and become disorders that, impact everybody in horrific ways.
All right. Interesting. Veronica Seitz, thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you.